Good morning, students. This is Sheetal Deshmukh here. Today we will learn the breach of a contract. We had seen the definition of a contract agreement, and we had seen the various form of discharge of a contract. That is the discharge of a contract by actual performance, attempted performance, and discharge of a contract by supervening impossibility. Okay. What if that contract is not discharged? That contractual obligation which is arising out of a contract, if it is not fulfilled, and if before the performance date of the contract, if there is a breach of a contract, then obviously one party suffers certain kind of a loss. Okay, so there is a loss because of a breach of a contract to the either parties. Okay, so one, because when A and B makes a contract, and if A breach the contract, then B suffers the loss. If B breaches the contract, A suffers the loss. So there are, in case of a breach of a contract, there is a remedies for a breach of contract. So we will see that remedies. Here we had seen we need to see the definition. When a promise or agreement is broken, when a promise or agreement is broken by any of the parties, we call it as a breach of contract. So when either party does not keep their end of the agreement or does not fulfill their obligation as per terms of the contract, it is said to be a breach of contract. In simple way, if either party means any party does not keep the end of the agreement or does not fulfill the obligation अराइजिंग आउट ऑफ द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, इट इज अ ब्रीच ऑफ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. अगर जो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट से ऑब्लिगेशन अराइज हो रहे हैं, एक लाइबिलिटी अराइज हो रही है और वो अगर फुलफिल नहीं होती है और एंड ऑफ द एग्रीमेंट नहीं होता है उस एग्रीमेंट का, तो क्या व्हाट इट विल बी कंसीडर एज अ, इट विल बी कंसीडर एज अ ब्रीच ऑफ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. सो देयर आर द फ्यू रेमेडीज फॉर ब्रीच ऑफ अ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट which is available to wrong party. एक पार्टी है अगर जिसकी वजह से कॉन्ट्रैक्ट ब्रेक हुआ है, तो अगेंस्ट दैट पार्टी दैट रेमेडी विल बी प्रोवाइडेड टू अदर पार्टी. So when a promise, when an agreement is broken by any party, we will call it as a breach of contract. अगर एग्रीमेंट और प्रॉमिस नहीं फुलफिल होता है किसी भी पार्टी की वजह से, either A or B, we will call it as a breach of contract. So there are the certain remedies for a breach of a contract. So first remedy is the rescission of a contract. So when one of the parties to contract does not fulfill his obligation, the other party can rescind the contract and refuse the performance of his obligation. It is obvious. When one party to contract does not fulfill his liability, अदर पार्टी क्या करेगी, अदर पार्टी कैन rescind the contract और क्या करेगी, refuse the performance of his own part, because every party to the contract, अगर दो पार्टी है, दो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, एक कॉन्ट्रैक्ट A and B, there is a contract between two parties. If A and B, अगर A does not fulfill his obligation, B क्या करेगा, B कॉन्ट्रैक्ट कैंसिल कर देगा. B क्या करेगा, अदर पार्टी कैन rescind the contract and refuse the performance of his obligation. जो obligations थे, जो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट से अराइज हो रहे थे between the A and B, if A party does not fulfill the obligation, B party cancel the contract and cancel his performance. So as per section 65 of the Indian Contract Act, the party that rescind the contract must restore the benefit he got under the said agreement. And section 75 state that the party that rescind the contract is entitled to receive the damages, entitled to receive for a compensation. तो लॉस होगा ही, लॉस ड्यू टू द ब्रीच ऑफ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, ऑफ कोर्स देयर इज अ लॉस. ओके, सो व्हाट विल हैपन, जो पार्टी रिस्क कॉन्ट्रैक्ट कैंसिल करेगी, he must restore any benefit he got. He restore that benefit. जो बेनिफिट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट से मिल रहे थे, he will try to gain some benefit under the said agreement, and in addition to that he will receive some kind of damages, he receives some kind of a compensation um, for such kind of a rescission. Then suit for a damages. This is the second kind of remedy. You know, section 673 clearly state that the party who has suffered, okay, जो breach of contract हुआ है और जो party suffered हुई है, since the party has broken the promises, he can claim the compensation for the loss and damages caused to them in normal course of a business. He can sue means sue means to file a suit in the court for claiming the compensation for the loss and damages caused to them in normal course of a business. So such damages are two types, you know. Such damages will not be payable if the loss is abnormal in nature, that is not in a ordinary course of business. So there are two types of damages, that is a liquidated damages and in unliquidated damages. Sometimes the party to the contract will agree to amount payable in case of a breach. This is known as a liquidated damages. Why it is known as a liquidated damages? Because parties to जो party है जिससे contract हुआ है, they are agree for a certain amount कि ठीक है कॉन्ट्रैक्ट ब्रेक कर लो लेकिन हमारा इतना नुकसान हुआ है, so please give that much amount to us, that much amount is payable to us. So this is a liquidated damages. Means it is not in the court area. That is a liquidated damages, which can be resolved in between the parties only. बट सम काइंड क्या होता है कि दोनों पार्टी में बहुत ज्यादा लॉस होता है ड्यू टू द ब्रीच ऑफ अ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एंड दैट इज नॉट पॉसिबल इन द ऑर्डिनरी कोर्स ऑफ बिजनेस जो बोला है, that is not possible in ordinary course of business. So what will happen, there may be the chances of filing a suit against the wrongdoer party. जिसने ब्रीच किया है उसके ऊपर क्या होगा, फाइल किया जाएगा, सूट दाखिल किया जाएगा. ओके, so that is called as the unliquidated damages. Here the amount payable to the breach of a contract जो है वो कौन assess करेगा? It is assessed by the court or it is assessed by the by any appropriate authorities. Maybe the consumer protection, or it may be it may be appropriate authority like a tribunal or like that also. So unliquidated damages is that these are the amount जो देना है, किसको देना है? जो रॉन्ग डूअर पार्टी है वो कौन डिसाइड करेगा? दैट विल बी decided by the court. And liquidated damages क्या है? Sometimes the parties to contract they will agree कि okay इतना amount in this amount we will this amount is payable in case of a breach of a contract. So this is kind of a liquidated damages. Because why? Because it is in the ordinary course of a business. So this is the second remedy. First remedy is that aggrieved party may rescind the contract and may not perform the obligation. Second is he can file a suit for the damages. There are two types of damages as I mentioned. Then there is a suit for specific performance. Okay, this means that the party in a breach will actually have to carry out its duties according to the contract. In certain cases, the court may insist that party carry out the agreement. So if any of the parties fails to perform the contract, the court may order them to do so. This is a degree of a specific performance and it is granted instead of a damages. If there is a contract between A and B, समझ लो, तो अगर A ने अपना ए ने अपनी जो ऑब्लिगेशन है वो फुलफिल नहीं की, ओके, तो बी ने क्या किया? बी विल रीच टू द कोर्ट, ओके, एंड इन दैट केस आफ्टर हियरिंग द कोर्ट क्या करेगा? ए को बोलेगा कि यू नीड टू परफॉर्म दिस प्रॉमिस, दैट इज कॉल्ड अ स्पेसिफिक परफॉर्मेंस. कोर्ट कंपेल करेगा दूसरे पार्टी को कि ये कॉन्ट्रैक्ट तुमने किया था, ये तुमको फुलफिल करना ही पड़ेगा, ओके. and that promise will be fulfilled by the order of the court instead of damages. So when the court will make binding to the other party, you need to perform. So you need to perform. It is called as a specific performance. Court will compel any of the parties to perform the. If you see here, if any of the parties fail to perform the contract, court will compel instead of a damages. Damages means compensation. We don't want compensation. We want the performance of a contract. Okay, we want that the performance of a contract instead of a damages. That is the suit for specific performance. Here we can see the example. A decided to buy a parcel of a land from B and B then refuses to sell. The courts can order B to perform his duty under the contract of sale of land to A. A ने क्या किया? A decided to buy a land from B. B ने क्या किया? बाद में B refuses to sell that land. But when A approached to court, the court can give order B to perform his duty जो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट से अराइज होती है. कॉन्ट्रैक्ट से अराइज क्या ड्यूटी होती है कि बी ने इसको लैंड सेल करना चाहिए. ओके, एंड he can sell the land to A. So this is called a suit of for a specific. इंजंक्शन को क्या है? इंजंक्शन इन अ सिंपलेस्ट वे वी कैन इंजंक्शन मीन स्टॉपिंग समथिंग. we usually heard the word कि stay आला है सध्या, कोर्टाचा स्टे है. So at the time of a stay we took the remedy of a injunction. So an injunction is basically like a decree means order for a specific performance but for a negative contract. An injunction is a court order. ये कहाँ से आता है? कोर्ट ऑर्डर देती है इंजंक्शन, restraining a person from doing a particular act. From doing a particular act, there is a injunction remedy. Injunction means stopping something or restraining something. Restraining a person from doing a particular act, that is the injunction remedy. So a court may grant an injunction to stop a party of a contract from doing something he promised not to do. Okay. In a probationary injunction, the court stop the commission of an act, and in mandatory injunction, it will stop continuance of the act if it is lawful. इंजंक्शन क्या रहता है? टेम्पररी भी रहता है और परमानेंट भी रहता है. तो प्रोहिबिटरी इंजंक्शन में क्या होता है? कोर्ट सिर्फ इंजंक्शन के ऑर्डर्स देती है. मतलब क्या है? अगर फॉर एग्जाम्पल एक देते हैं कि अगर डिमोलिशन का जो एक्सेस में कंस्ट्रक्शन होता है दुकानों के सामने, जब एक्सेस में कुछ कंस्ट्रक्शन हुआ है और उसका अगर नगर परिषद बुलडोजर से डिमोलिश कर रही है, तो दैट शॉपकीपर कैन गो टू द कोर्ट एंड डिमांड ऑर्डर कोर्ट द stay, that is injunction. That is a temporary injunction at that time, in not to demolish that particular shop. Okay, and अगर वो एक्ट लॉफुल है, अगर वो तोड़ना लॉफुली है, तो परमानेंट इंजंक्शन इज आल्सो ग्रांटेड if the stop of continuance of the act is unlawful. So जब भी कोई स्टे आता है, that is a remedy of a injunction. Okay, when we want to restrain somebody to stop doing that thing, we can go to the court and file a suit for an injunction. Okay, then this is another one is quantum merit remedy. This quantum merit remedy literally translates to as much is earned. At times, when one party of the contract is prevented from finishing his performance of a contract by the other party, he can claim quantum merit. Quantum merit literally when one of the party two is prevented from finishing its performance of the contract by the other party, he can claim counter merit, means as much as is earned. Okay, so he must be paid a reasonable remuneration. जितना काम किया है उतना उसको पेमेंट होना चाहिए. अगर ए और बी में कॉन्ट्रैक्ट होता है कुछ 100 बैग्स ऑफ वीट का, अगर 50 बैग्स उसने प्रोवाइड कर लिए हैं तो ही शुड गेट द 50 बैग्स ऑफ मनी. सो एज मच इज अर्न इज अ क्वांटम मेरिट. तो जितना कॉन्ट्रैक्ट ए और बी में अगर कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है और आउट ऑफ दैट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट व्हाट एवर अर्निंग इज देयर, व्हाट एवर वर्क इज डन, सो वो अमाउंट ऑफ वर्क जितना है उतना उसको पार्टी को पैसे मिलने चाहिए. सो दैट इज ओनली कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. So he must be paid a reasonable. If you see here, students, if you he must be paid a reasonable remuneration for the part of the contract he has already performed before the breach. ब्रीच ऑफ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट बाद में है और उससे पहले जो जितनी परफॉर्मेंस हुई है उस उतना अमाउंट दोनों पार्टी को उतना रिन्यूमरेशन मिलना चाहिए. So this could be the remuneration of a services we can say he has provided or the value of the work he has already done. So this is about the quantum merit. And a last thing is that in what cases can a decree of specific performance not be given? In certain cases, the court cannot order specific performance. Such cases are when monetary compensation is sufficient redressal. अगर कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एक नॉर्मल नेचर का है और मॉनेटरी मतलब आर्थिक स्वरूप में जो कंपेंसेशन मिलता है वो अगर सफिशिएंट है तो कोर्ट विल नॉट ग्रांट द स्पेसिफिक परफॉर्मेंस. Where the court cannot oversee the performance or execution contract, in that case also should decree for a specific performance not be given. When the contract into of a personal services or one of the parties to the contract is minor, अगर minor के साथ contract होता है of course it is void contract, so that will specific performance will not be granted in that case. So this is about the all kind of remedies against the breach of a contract. That is the remedies for a breach of a contract. First is rescission of a contract, means the other party can refuse, can rescind his part also. If one party break the contract, other party can have a right to refuse his performance, his obligation. Okay. Then sue for the damages, means we can sue to the court for the damages for the compensation in case of a breach of the contract. Then suit for a specific performance means court compel the both the parties or the one party who fails to perform the contract, any one of the parties, either A or B. Okay, and this is the injunction means taking a stay. Like injunction is a basically it's a degree of a specific performance, but for a negative thing, for a negative contract. And then we have the quantum merit, and that is about the as much as is earned. As much is earned means whatever the part of a contract is completed, for that part of the contract both the parties are under obligation to pay each other or whatever the exchange between them. And in what cases can be decree of specific performance not given? So the answer is monetary compensation. जहाँ जहाँ sufficient है वहाँ पे परफॉर्म करने का कंपल्शन कोर्ट नहीं डाल सकते. In certain cases, court cannot order specific performance. Monetary court cannot oversee the performance or execution of the contract अगर होता है तो in that case also. And when the court is enter into is of personal services से related contract है तो और one of the parties of a contract is अगर minor हो तो in that case court cannot compel any of the parties for a specific performance of the So this is about the remedies for breach of a contract. In the next lecture, we will see the contingent and contract. We will see the contingent contract. Thank you, student. Have a nice time.